Spinning like a broken record. For a player, you don't know that many major chords. We hang out and then you get bored, and you leave me here like I'm your landlord. You come back and say I'm sorry, boo, and I know you never mean it, gets you in though. Did you call me cause you had to? Cause you know I'd throw your suitcase out the window. I don't need you here to feel good. No, I'm not angry, I got better things to do. Tell your friends I will be just fine. Don't need no therapist, there's nothing like wine.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is finally the deep clean video that I mentioned in last week's video, and I have some major deep cleaning, lots of kitchen, obviously this disastrous living room, and we are finally going outside and going to power wash lots of the stuff outside. So this video is a super satisfying video, and I'm trying out tons of new products that have been recommended by all of you guys. If you are new here, welcome. I truly am so glad to have you here. My name is Michelle. I am a mom of two, and my house is crazy like majority of the time. So I spend a lot of time cleaning and decluttering and just doing some major transformations. You'll come to find that in my videos, you typically get a lot more than what you came for, and my goal is to inspire you and motivate you in all different aspects of your life. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you are subscribed because I love having you hang around and join the community. But I've talked too much already, so let's get started. I'm going to get started in the kitchen. I've already unloaded the dishwasher, or that's what I'm doing now, and then I'm going to be doing some deep cleaning in the kitchen.
Feel good. No, I'm not angry, I got better things to do. Tell your friends I will be just fine. Don't need no therapist, there's nothing like wine. Nothing like wine. I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you. What things you
Dishes are definitely one of my least favorite tasks to do. I feel like they just take forever, but I'm cleaning out all the dishes. That way I can get to the sink and try out a new product in the sink. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what your least favorite task is.
Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you.
So my first recommendation from a subscriber was to try out the Bissell Steam Shot handheld device that I'm showing now. The instructions say that you can pretty much use this anywhere. It comes with all different attachments, so you can use it in your kitchen. A lot of people use it on their grout, and I have seen this on other people's channels, but I was just hesitant to buy it. So after some of you guys said to go ahead and buy it, I ended up doing that. So I just filled it up with water. I'm twisting the cap back on, and then when I plug it in, there's a little red light that comes on, and whenever that little red light comes off is actually when I can start using it. The inside corners of the sink are a big problem area. They kind of just collect lots of goop and food and stuff. So that's where I plan on using it. Of course, I find some toy in the sink drain that I ended up pulling out. So I'm just wiping everything down first before I actually use it in the corners and on the edges of the sink.
Baby, will I love you? Tell me, do you want me? And will you let me down? Yeah. La 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 la
I pulled out the soap, and my thoughts on that was that it didn't really do that good of a job. So you guys let me know in the comments. Am I using it the right way? Is that how it's supposed to work? Is that the purpose of it? I do plan to use it on some of my grout when I do the bathrooms in another video. I'm not going to get to that today, but so far I was just not that impressed, but I'm going to keep trying it out.
Will you let me down? Before I'm too invested, we should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Baby, will I love you? Tell me, do you want me? And will you let me down? Talk to me, baby. I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos.
I'm trying it next on this sink rack, and it's still not doing like an awesome job. Maybe I'm thinking that it's going to work like a power washer and I just squirt and all of the crud is going to come off of everything, but I don't know, maybe I'm just not using it for the right purpose. So that's why you guys are here to help me, and hopefully I help y'all out too.
Might be easier just to let it go. Cut the cable short and the problem solved. Might be easier for you. I do it all night. You're my only lifeline.
I've mentioned this before in one of my other videos, but if you're new, I am currently doing Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge. So I make a lot of smoothies in my blender, and I have a whole highlight on that program. If you're interested in it, then just go follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is MichelleMyBell711, and I have a highlight on the whole program.
For a day now, can't bear the silence inside my own head. I keep on hoping somehow we can make this alright. Just keep on trying. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights.
I'm moving on to the stove next, and the next product that was recommended to me by all of you guys was the pink stuff. This is supposed to work on all different types of surface. It says if you have super shiny stainless steel, then to be careful with it. So I am using this for the first time. I'm just rubbing a little bit on one of the microfiber towels, which was also a subscriber recommendation. And this product is a yes. So I definitely do like this product. I used to use just Lysol wipes to wipe down all of my stainless steel, and I have been trying to switch to a little bit healthier non-toxic products, and this actually is something that is non-toxic, so I really did like this product. Next, I'm going to move on to the oven. My oven is kind of a little bit clean because I cleaned it in a previous video. When I did that, I cleaned it with the TikTok recommendation, which was like mixing baking soda and vinegar and something else. And I said that it just smelled really bad. And if you didn't see on the corner, that is all baking soda. So the mixture did work and get my oven clean, but I used my oven a couple of times after that and it just smelled like cleaning. It even made my food smell a little bit like a cleaning product. So I do recommend this pink stuff. I used the oven later that night and it didn't smell like any types of cleaning product or baking soda or anything like that. So I do like the pink stuff on the oven as well. So these non-stick oven liners, my mom actually recommended these, well, she actually bought these for me to use. So you just put them at the bottom of your oven. Somebody recommended foil, so I made sure to put the clip that it says do not use foil in this oven. I know that sometimes we do that, but those oven mats just help keep, if anything leaks down, then you're not scrubbing or stain the bottom of your oven like I did. In my mini countertop oven, I do use foil, and I don't know if I'm supposed to, and that is the reason why. That is stained, I think a sweet potato or something fell on the bottom and pretty much burnt the bottom rack, and it's stained forever. But I am using the pink stuff and I'm cleaning out this little oven and it's working pretty well. Next thing that I'm going to clean is the microwave, which I don't clean that often because we do use a paper towel whenever we heat things up. But sometimes some stuff does splat and fall. I know when you make like the little macaroni and cheeses, the water will spill over. So y'all, this is the cutest little thing. It's called the Angry Mama. And I just randomly found it on Amazon. It reminded me of myself as an angry mom. So you just fill it up with vinegar and water and you put her little hair back on and you put it in the microwave for 5 to 7 minutes and her hair will start steaming out. And then all that steam in the microwave, whenever you're done, you open it and it makes it a lot easier to wipe down. So she didn't really steam out the way that I wanted her to, but it does smell like vinegar whenever you open it, and it's fairly easy to wipe down. On one of the reviews on Amazon, somebody said, well, you can just get a bowl of water and put vinegar in it and then, heat it up and steam it the same way. And yeah, you could do that, but this is way cooler than that. So many of you guys recommended Method cleaner. So I didn't actually show it up close, but I am using the lavender Method cleaner. I got it at our local Whole Foods and I do love it. So thank you guys for that recommendation. I'll probably be trying more of their products too. Next, it's been a while since I've wiped down all the cabinets, and you know what they say about anything white. The pros, you can see all the dirt. The cons, you can see all the dirt. So Chris is my husband. He's making an appearance in a couple of my videos, and he was concerned about the inside of the trash door being dirty, so he removed that so that I could clean that out. He'll be making a couple appearances throughout the video, and so on this day it was actually raining a lot, so he'll be helping me clean up a little bit and then also helping in the outside. Now make sure that you stay all the way to the end, because the bloopers are hilarious. The very last blooper, I just can't stop laughing. So another thing, if you're new, if there are bloopers, then I do include them at the end of my videos. I taught Sailor how to do the KonMari folding method the other day, so she went and grabbed my microfiber towels and is doing that. So the next disaster is this living room, and if you have been following me on Instagram, I recently got the Peloton, so I will do a workout in the garage. And Chris was watching the girls that morning, and he came out there in the garage and was like, Michelle, don't be mad when you come inside. And I come inside and I'm like, oh, so why do you think that this would make me mad? Kinetic sand and a huge mess all over the floor. I mean, who would be mad about that? And he goes, oh, don't worry, I saved it for one of your videos. So since he saved it for this video, then he's also going to vacuum it up. So although I was a little bit mad about the kinetic sand, I wasn't too mad because one, it does come out, but another reason is because I ordered a new living room rug. This one is about at the end of its life, so I will be sharing that in the next video. So I have Sailor helping me clean up a little bit before we tackle all of this purple kinetic sand. So Chris pulled out our old school shark. It is pretty powerful. It's kind of old. I want to say it's like over 6 years old. So I'll have to find something that is similar. We have the cordless Dyson, but it isn't as powerful as this plug-in shark. So that's why when we need like a lot of power or need something picked up very well, then we'll pull out the shark. And y'all, I just really have no words right now in what he's doing. So this gets me thinking, leave me a comment below. If and when your husband or significant other ever helps you clean, have they ever done anything crazy that you're like, no, you are not supposed to be doing that. I have something else that can clean that. Or they're doing it just not the way you want. So leave me your story below. Leave me a comment because I love hearing them and getting a good laugh.
You say all the right things when I'm hurting. You always pick me up when I am down.
So you guys know that I have been using Skillshare over the last several months. And today while I tackle the floors, I'm going to take a class by Katrina Mineta. This was a recommended class, and it's about goal design and how to accomplish outrageous goals that you never thought were possible. Before I talk a little bit about what I learned in that class, Skillshare is an online learning platform where basically for just under $10 a month, you can take classes that range from artistic things to drawing to design to photography. I take a lot of goal, self-help, mindset classes because that's just really what I'm interested in and what really helps me achieve and accomplish things that I have set for myself. So I figured that I would just share a couple things that I learned from the class. And one thing is I never, ever thought that I would ever hit 10,000 subscribers. And the way that I did that was by setting goals for myself. But I am so truly thankful to all of you guys as well. So when she talks about like choosing a goal, so make sure you choose a goal that determines when, what, how many, how much, and one that's like right outside of your comfort zone. And I have a couple goals right now, but for example, like my YouTube channel is so important for me. So I have goals set for my channel, but something that may be important to you, that's important to me as well, is weight loss, toning, getting healthy, things around health and wellness. Talks about setting realistic goals. There's also a goal design worksheet that she has set up. And one of the most important things is defining your why. If you define your why and understand the reason why you're setting these goals for yourself, then whenever you get unmotivated, then you can always go back to the reason why you're starting this in the first place. The last thing that I learned that I thought was actually really helpful was that she mentioned that successful people do not have to-do lists. They schedule and time block in their calendars the goals they want to accomplish. So I've said it, and I've actually seen this somewhere else before, is that when you have a to-do list, sometimes it can just overcomplicate things and overwhelm you, and then you end up getting nothing done. So I have heard about having like a progress list, like think about one thing that you want to make progress towards and focus on that and time block for that. So like somebody asked me, how do you get all of this done? If you couldn't tell already, my house is a disaster like 90% of the time. I still work full-time from home. I have a YouTube channel and goals towards that. I also have fitness goals. And the way that it all comes together is by time blocking. So I may use 30 minutes a day. I time block that during lunch for a good workout, and I designate 1 to 2 hours a day to work on my channel and editing. I make sure I give attention to my kids once they get home, and if there's a task that I don't get to that day, then I don't stress about it. I can always do it the next day or plan to spend a little bit more time on the weekend getting it done. So my biggest takeaway is to stay focused, stay consistent, and don't ever give up, because you can achieve goals that you never thought were possible. So if you're interested in some helpful classes to help jumpstart your new opportunity, then the first 1,000 people to use the link will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. So I have just cleaned almost the whole downstairs, and I am using the Tyneco hardwood steam mop vacuum. So it mops and vacuums at the same time. This is my 4th time actually using this, and I absolutely love it, because before I used to have to get out the vacuum and vacuum through all the floors and then come back and mop. But this just makes it really easy because I can do it at the same time. And you basically just mix 1 cup of the solution. Now you do have to use their solution. That's what's recommended. So I don't know if you can use a different type of solution. I've never tried it. But right now I am using the self-clean. The last couple of times I messed up using the self-clean. So whenever you click the button at the top, it'll actually push all of the water out into that canister. So when I took that canister off, our floors are really, really bad. I mean, they always are, so I'm not surprised. And there's just dog hair and dirt and dust. Because this vacuums up and mops at the same time, then you'll get a lot of like debris and stuff in there. Last time I used this, all of that debris and dog hair, I ended up just rinsing in the sink, and then that all got stuck in the sink. So somebody said, just throw it away. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. So that's why I grabbed it and threw it in the toilet and flushed it before actually rinsing out the other 3 parts. Now for the fun stuff, we are moving on outside. It is getting hot outside now. It is averaging in the mid to upper 80s, sometimes 90 here in Texas already. So I told Chris that it is time to pull out all the power washer and just get this backyard cleaned up. We used to have a sandbox, so that is sand all in their little playhouse, but we plan on moving everything off of the patio and power washing the kids' little playhouse, power washing all of the cushions on the chairs, as well as the whole patio floor. All right, so here I go again about the mice. I've told y'all that we had a mouse in our house one time, and I am just terrified of having mice because we have them in our backyard. So you will see that there is just mice poop everywhere, and we have mice traps out. We haven't caught any. We've caught one a couple months ago, but we have some out We're just trying to get rid of all the mice. So hopefully cleaning everything out will also help eliminate that problem too. So here we go in this back corner. Y'all, that is all mice or rat poop everywhere. So I'm telling you, we have them everywhere and I just want to get rid of them.
So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now.
The last time that we power washed, and we also have a surface cleaner, the last time we did the patio was last October, and I had a video, the marathon video, that also included that video in it. So from that recent video, I had a lot of questions about where I got the power washer and the surface washer. So I asked Chris, and these are commercial grade pressure washers, and the surface washer you'll see here in a minute. So Chris owns a landscaping company as a side job. So we both have like full-time jobs, and then we both have what I call like hobby jobs. So we totally understand having a busy life. But this is the Vortex brand. It's a it's a commercial grade pressure washer. So it is pretty expensive, but he uses it for business purposes. So he said that Vortex has residential type power washers. So if you guys are interested in more like outdoorsy type stuff, if you leave me a comment below, I don't mind asking him and having more details about some good products to use outdoors. This little playhouse, our girls playing all of the time, and it has like mildew and buildup, and that was all of the sand that was in there. They were getting out of the sandbox and dumping it into the little playhouse and playing with it. So after I'm done cleaning all of this, it looks brand new.
I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now.
Another kind of funny story is that doing all of this pressure washing, power washing, whatever, is totally Chris's element. So I said, you know, this is my video. Let me do some of the work and you can go inside and give the girls a bath. So he is like dying inside because he likes to have control and do all of this. So he comes in and out and does it. And then afterwards, I'm like, okay, come go back over it and make sure that I did everything right. But I'm not going to lie, getting all of the mud and the dirt and the sand off of our patio is like super satisfying to watch. And I know that saying like, oh, this is so satisfying is like almost cliche to say now, but I don't know how else to describe it, because if anything, any type of cleaning inside, outside, this is probably the most satisfying to watch. But you guys leave me a comment below. Let me know what is like the most motivating or satisfying thing to watch get clean. So this surface cleaner is hooked up to the pressure washer machine or whatever. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. So it's very, very powerful underneath, and it's a lot of pressure. So it makes sure that it's cleaning very well. So you have to start with, and this is what Chris is telling me, you have to start with the highest point and then go down to the lowest point. So that's kind of obvious, but I was starting in the wrong spot. So he corrected me on that. So I just wanted to make that a point too. In case I get questions, I just want to say that whenever we first moved in, we knew somebody who laid concrete. So we actually had them come and extend our patio with concrete. And then Chris and his dad actually came and laid down all of the tiles. So we went and bought the tiles all at wholesale value, and then they actually individually laid each piece. I wanted this specific design, so it took them a little while, but it turned out really great. And it's probably been about 5 years though, but it was an absolute great investment. It wasn't that difficult to do, especially if you're just laying the tile by yourself. You could just watch a video. I didn't do it, so I'm not going to say whether or not it was hard or easy, but they made it look easy. So that's what I'm saying, just as an idea. Another thing that we use this surface washer on is all of our rugs. So this rug, if you remember, it belongs in our kitchen. It's our kitchen runner, and we do use this to wash our rugs out. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about using it on your rugs is that it does an amazing job cleaning, but it's not going to be as soft. So we've experienced this with pretty much all of our rugs. So for me, it isn't as big of a deal to not have it as soft. I just need it back to its normal color because it doesn't look great when it's really dirty. And you probably see all of that white stuff coming out. Just be careful if you, I actually went in the grass and then that's why it got all dirty right there. But once you put soap on it, I think Chris had put soap on it a couple times ago, and we don't use soap anymore, but soap will just always come out. Every time we wash, it will come out like that. I saw a long time ago that someone had suggested that if you don't have a pressure washer, then you can always like go to a car wash. And someone commented in one of my videos that I had said, well, if you go to a car wash, like I don't know, if you don't have a truck, I don't know how you would get your stuff in your car and out of your car if it's soaking wet. And they suggested just getting like a kiddie pool and putting it in the back seat, and then that way you can lay all of the rugs if you have to go to a car wash and do it that way. We are moving on to the cushions next. We just squirted a little bit of soap in that one spot. Like I said before, Chris was kind of hesitant about like squirting soap all over the cushions because he said, well, if you do that, you know that the soap is never going to come out 100% all the way, like the instance with our rugs. So instead, we just did a little bit on some of the darker spots.
Baby, you should know I got you.
So we end up having a total of about 10 cushions that we need to do. If you notice, there is a zipper on these cushions, and these cushion covers are really, really tight. So I have mentioned several times before that I hate taking the cushion covers off and washing them, but you can actually take these off and wash them in the washing machine. But I always just think that it's easier because we do have a power washer just to power wash, and they end up turning out amazing, and it's a lot faster. Also, getting kind of late. It's almost about 8 o'clock at night that night, and the sun is going down, so we still have a lot more stuff to clean and let dry and put back together. So what I decided to do was just do a continuation of all of this into my next video. So just a hint, at next week's video we will be cleaning out the whole grill, pulling everything back, vacuuming up some more cobwebs, and then putting everything back on the patio, as well as doing lots more deep cleaning inside. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss next week's video as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all's support. Savannah, stop. Look, Chris, it's me. Okay, this.
I did it.
Let me see. You can be in my video if you want.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay out there. Well, I didn't know what I can do and can't.
What do you want to do?
I'll vacuum.
Chris, I have a thing for that.